Okay. Thank you. It's a little rough, but. Girl, wait. Wait, Contrast? Excuse me? Pearl. Why does she look like that? This Portal ass look? GLaDOS? It literally looks like it looks like Portal. Yeah?
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. You just saw a new trailer for Wave 2 of the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass DLC, Side Order. This brand new story is set in the Spire of Order, where you will strengthen your character's abilities as you ascend the Spire's floors. We're developing this single-player DLC so it can be played over and over again. It's planned to release in spring 2024, so please look forward to it. Okay, let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh. That's the Donkey Kong game people were excited about. Okay.
Donkey Kong.
Mario and Donkey Kong. Okay.
Mario. Here we go. The rivalry that heated up on the Game Boy Advance system reignites on the Nintendo Switch system. With his eyes on the prize, Donkey Kong has stolen all the mini Mario toys from the factory. And it's up to Mario to track him down.
What a premise. Okay.
In each stage, contraptions and other challenges await. Observation and action are vital to your success. Mario needs to reach the key, but he can't quite cross the gap.
I'm gonna pause the next one out.
That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious,
45, I appreciate it.
Doesn't it?
This is kind of sad.
If Mario does this, now he can get across and safely grab the key. Platform too high? Reach it with a handstand jump or a backflip, like that. Observe and act to collect mini Marios, clear stages, and face Donkey Kong head on. In this
it's a little cute.
Game, you can play with a friend.
It's a little cute. I hate it, but it's a little cute.
However you choose to puzzle your way through, it's up to you to recover the toys.
Morning, Leon. Morning,
Mario
Weedle.
vs. Donkey Kong launches on Nintendo Switch February 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
February. Jesus Christ.
Save the prince and the world.
Whoa, those abs? Wait, let me go. Jeez.
Guide Sargon as he sets off to save the Prince of Persia and restore the world's balance. Tapping into the roots of the Prince of Persia series, this game features 2D, side-scrolling action-adventure gameplay.
Right?
Dash through breathtaking environments in a mythological, Persian-inspired world. But don't linger too long if you hope to survive. Harness sword and bow techniques. as well as time powers to best these hostile lands. As your journey progresses, Sargon will grow stronger and learn new abilities that expand his arsenal. Equip amulets to further boost your abilities, among other perks. The number of amulets you can equip is limited though, so choose wisely. Use everything at your disposal to navigate this harsh
that
world.
looks like a lot of fun.
Defeat the mythical beasts that stand in your way. Get ready to save the prince and discover the mysteries of Mount Cath. When Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown launches on the Nintendo Switch system January 18th. You can receive the in-game Warrior Within outfit by pre-ordering the game from Nintendo eShop.
Don't know if I'd buy it. I bet it's on sale, probably. That's good.
These games will help you chase your passions. Rev up for true arcade racing in Horizon Chase 2. Speed through stunning environments, each with its own dynamic art style, while overtaking your rivals on the road. Play the main campaign to unlock vehicles, courses, and more. You can also upgrade your vehicle and style it to fit your high-octane needs.
Oh yeah, hot pink.
Itching for more racing action? Up to 4 speedsters can put the pedal to the metal.
Oh yeah, just sure handle that. Oh yeah, the switch. Oh.
Full throttle in Horizon Chase 2, launching on Nintendo Switch later today. Warm up for musical mayhem in this rhythm-based adventure. Time your button presses with the music to solve puzzles and battle bosses. Over 30 thrilling tracks await, including music from iconic Konami games.
You know this could have been.
Friends can battle it out.
You know what this could have been, right?
Or jam together in local or online play. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle launches on Nintendo Switch November 14th.
That literally could have just been Space Channel 5.
Begin today on Nintendo eShop.
That literally could have been Space Channel. But whatever.
Anya Forger has a new assignment from school, creating a photo diary. On weekdays, you'll head to class, then enjoy family time in the evenings. On days off, you can visit all sorts of exciting places, like the beach or an art museum, in search of subjects to photograph.
Am I a baby?
How will you spend your time with friends and family? And what kind of photo diary will you help Anya
what is
make?
going on?
Spy Anya: Operation Memories launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
Am I a little baby? What is that?
Mario's first RPG adventure returns. The Super Mario RPG game is back with updated graphics. Let's go over some new and returning gameplay features.
Can't wait for that.
Time your button presses with action commands to increase damage dealt or decrease damage received. When you time your attacks perfectly, you can now damage all enemies at once.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that saves time.
Every successful action command will fill this gauge.
And what does that do?
When it's full, you can unleash the 3-character triple move.
That's what I like to see. That's fun. I like that.
Depending on your current party, the move will change.
Oh.
So experiment with different combos. During your adventure, you'll encounter bosses with colorful personalities. After clearing the game, you can fight some of them again.
Oh, one more time. Okay.
But these powered-up bosses aren't gonna be
Oh,
easy.
this is wonderful. Oh, I love that. Whoa! This is looking outstanding.
Set off for adventure with Mario and Friends
So you know
when
that's going
Super
on.
Mario RPG launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 17th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That sounds excellent.
Look alive.
What do we...
We're almost there.
The Nintendo DS game Trace Memory returns on the Nintendo Switch system as another code to memories.
The
One
leak was
day,
true?
a young girl named Ashley receives a letter from the father she thought had passed away.
Okay.
Seeking answers, she sets off for the solitary Blood Edward Island in search of him.
Okay.
Once there, Ashley encounters puzzles and obstacles that hinder her investigation.
Oh, not that. Okay. I want to get paid. What?
See me?
she also meets a mysterious boy. What truths await Ashley in this place?
And no matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face. Who are you?
The sequel, Another Code R, Journey into Lost Memories, previously unreleased in North America, is also included.
Okay.
So this is Lake Juliet, huh?
Play both games to experience the full story. Unravel both adventures, fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch, when Another Code Recollection launches January 19th.
I love her flannel.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I love her flannel and booty shorts. It's my favorite. I can wear that.
Another Code Recollection includes 2 games, the Nintendo DS game Trace Memory and its Wii sequel, which was never released in North America. Both games are fully enhanced on Nintendo Switch. Please look forward to playing them early next year. Next, please take a look at this.
Yes. Tell me about this. This is so outstanding. Tell me about it. Please, we want to know. Like,
One day,
come on.
A loyal toad presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater.
Okay.
Princess Peach and some toads went to go see it.
Okay.
But then...
What happened? Did Bowser mess things up?
The Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made their grand entrance and took center stage.
Okay.
Now, it's up to Peach and the theater's guardian Stella to save the play and the day.
Okay.
This perfect performance has become a terrible tragedy.
Okay.
Luckily, Peach can use the power of Stella's ribbon to face off against the Sour Bunch.
I needed it smashed now! It's like an up
alone
smash!
Won't always cut it, though. So let's do this. Whoa! Peach transformed into Sword Fighter Peach. By transforming, she can use fantastic show-stopping abilities. Fend off the Sour Bunch with sensational swordplay.
This is everything.
Can Peach save this performance and its performers? There are more stolen shows to save. Valuable artifacts from this museum have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues, and track down who done it. Desserts have been snatched from this sweets festival.
I'm gonna cry.
Turn into Patissiere Peach and save it from a sugar crash.
Peach! I'm gonna cry.
The Sour Bunch got their hands on this martial arts school. Become Kung Fu Peach and take it back from these foul fiends.
Oh, what can she do? She's like Barbie. She's like Barbie. She can do anything.
Many other transformations are just behind the curtain. The stage is set. Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight.
Oh.
Princess Peach, Showtime.
Oh.
Makes its debut on Nintendo Switch, March 22nd.
I'm crying.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I love it.
That is a new look at Princess Peach Showtime. In Peach's latest adventure, the gameplay changes depending on her transformations. It looks like there are more transformations beyond the ones we showed today, so please stay tuned. Let's continue with some more headlines.
A new saga begins. A multi-layered RPG full of rich stories awaits in Saga Emerald Beyond. There are 6 heroes to choose from. A young man who fights with sentient puppets. A witch disguised as a schoolgirl to mask her identity. A crime-fighting duo chasing down a mysterious organization.
You know we're streaming Peach, right? Come here.
Lost her voice and body.
To watch the Princess Peach.
And a king of darkness who was recently reawakened. Select a hero, then follow their journey through 17 interconnected worlds as they strive to achieve their goals. How the story unfolds is in your hands. The choices you make can unlock different paths, more than ever before seen in the Saga franchise. Fight fight in timeline battles, turn-based combat in which turn order is crucial to victory. Use special techniques to control the order of actions, or activate team combos to swing the tide of battle in your favor.
Wait, okay. You know what? Wait, hello?
Saga Emerald Beyond launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
That's a Square Enix game. They need to make more money. They lost 30% in their shares.
The legendary Raider returns.
So this year, they need to pick it up.
The first 3 Tomb Raider games, all with upgraded visuals, are venturing onto Nintendo Switch in one daring collection. Against deadly foes and even deadlier legends. Climb, backflip, and swan dive through perilous quests spanning different countries and mythologies. Along the way, you'll solve puzzles to uncover treasures of the ancient world and unravel mysteries lost to the ravages of time. This faithfully remastered trilogy comes with all of the expansions and secret levels for each game. You can also toggle between the original polygon look and the upgraded visuals at any time.
I can't tell the difference.
Tomb Raider 1 through 3
Oh,
Remastered,
goodness.
starring Lara Croft, launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Jenna.
This detective's got a second bolt of brilliance.
You better look better than you did last time, Sweet Pea. Oh boy, here we go.
Every great detective starts their day early.
This is Rhyme City, a place where humans and Pokemon coexist. The detective duo of Pikachu and his partner Tim investigate various cases while searching for Harry, Tim's missing father. Tim interviews people, Pikachu interviews Pokemon, and they find the truth together. They'll also rely on other Pokemon to broaden the scope of their investigations. Follow Sense with Growlithe. Smash Rocks with Darmanitan. And peer through walls with Luxray. Can Tim and Pikachu solve all the mysteries and find Harry?
I'm slightly interested.
Find out
It
when
is-
Detective Pikachu
I am
returns.
ever so
Launches on Nintendo
slightly
Switch
interested.
October 6th.
Ever so
Pre-orders are
slightly
available now
interested.
on Nintendo eShop. This game's a real toot.
Oh, just stop teasing me.
Raise your brass for the quirky rhythm game, Trombone Champ. Play the notes in time with the music as best you can. But how you play that horn is up to you. You can use gyro controls to adjust the pitch up and down.
Sorry, y'all, I
Or
hate
the
fun.
IR motion camera on the right Joy-Con controller. The controls are pretty unique, and mastering every control scheme won't be a walk in the park. Honk your way through nearly 50 songs spanning various genres, from classical to electronica and
Can you play
everything
this
in
one?
between. Plus, up to 4 musicians can band together in local
I don't know.
multiplayer. Trombone Champ slides onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Yo, Timmy, get in here. Wait.
Battle your way to victory in these Nintendo Switch games. 10 teams of 3 will duke it out for survival in this online battle royale brawler.
Battle
Knock your
Crush.
opponent's health down to 0 and deliver a finishing blow, or shove them off the collapsing terrain to win. Choose from 15 heroes, each inspired by a different mythology. Work with your allies to be the last team standing.
Just play League.
Battle Crush is free to
Just-
play
just-
and
just
launches
play
first for
League,
consoles on
you know.
Nintendo Switch next spring. A closed beta test will be available this October.
Wait, Contra to the
Lead
back
your
door.
mercenaries to fame and fortune in this open-world tactical RPG. Take up various contracts, from protecting townsfolk from thieves to vanquishing the land's most notorious figures. Before battle, equip your mercenaries with the best gear and skills to claim victory and live to see another day.
It's like
Up to 4 players online can jointly command a troop and journey together across this vast world.
the Hitcher.
War Tales launches as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch later today. Run and gun in this reimagining of the beloved
Contra?
NES classic, Contra.
Wait, I mean, okay, wait, hold on, let me
Blast
take a
through
look.
explosive stages with a devastating arsenal of weapons to crush the Red Falcon forces.
Yeah, okay.
Spring into action
Yeah.
with easy pick-up and play controls and a
Well, this is
variety
nice.
of difficulty options. This reimagining from Konami and Way Forward features new weapons,
This is a good game for the Switch, actually.
powerful super attacks, and a 4-player co-op mode. Contra, Operation Galuga storms
Oh,
onto
yeah,
the
this looks like
Nintendo
fun
Switch
at
system early next year.
Yeah, okay, not bad.
Liberate your kingdom. Reclaim your destiny.
Fire Emblem.
'Tis a grievous tale which speaks of Fevrith, one of stolen destiny, stolen minds, and stolen nations. Yet as the world stands consumed by immense evil, a fallen prince shall rise again.
Mark,
bringing legend lighting his
I...
path.
That is the ring
Oh.
of the unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornea's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil. Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path
Fate has
before us
brought
is
us
laid
here.
bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother.
There is
Freely
Wyvern.
traverse an expansive world.
I am
Gather new
fire.
allies, forge your bonds, and lead the liberation to glorious victory. Cultivate a grand army with over 60 unique characters, from humans and elves to massive beasts and heavenly angels.
Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled.
Atlas and Vanillaware present the rebirth of tactical fantasy RPGs.
Isn't that that Final Fantasy
Unicorn
phone game?
Overlord. Available March 8th, 2024.
Interesting. Okay. The Luigi's Mansion. Okay, what's going on?
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Welcome
I
to
didn't even know there was a
Evershade
2.
Valley, a place that's screaming and teeming with the supernatural. Luigi, our faint of heart hero, was sent here to check it out. Time for some mansion mayhem. No spooky adventure is complete without this vacuum-like device, the Poltergust. Use it to light up dark areas,
I still haven't played
vacuum
this
up
game
objects,
before.
and
I
interact
think we're
with the
due for a
environment.
Luigi's Mansion
It's a
game at
handy
some
tool
point.
for your paranormal escapades.
I haven't played one yet. Oopsie.
Plus, when you spot a ghost, pop! You can stun them with the strobe bulb, then vacuum them up. You can even grab multiple ghosts at once. In this game, you'll find ghosts haunting, a former plant research lab, a broken down clock factory that's full of sand,
Oh
a
my
mine
God.
covered in ice and snow, and even more places. These troublemakers will use every trick in the book to block your path. Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day? Looking for other ghost hunters? Up to 4 players online can do some exercise across different multiplayer modes. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD creeps onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
How was that? Next, we have 2 announcements to share.
Oh.
First, please take a look at this video.
Fire Emblem. Oh. X Mario collab? What is this from?
What's that? It's a large question block.
Right.
Actually, this question block currently appears on the roof of the previously announced Nintendo Gallery that's under construction in Uji City, Kyoto Prefecture. The official name of this gallery will be the Nintendo Museum.
Okay.
At the Nintendo Museum, a wide variety of Nintendo products from the company's history will be displayed. Construction is going well, and we plan to finish up by March 2024.
Everything they do makes money. Like,
We'll
everyone's
share
gonna go.
more information, such as the opening date, at another time. Please stay tuned.
You know it's gonna make money, right?
Next, we'd like to share some updates on upcoming Amiibo figures. The Zelda and Ganondorf Amiibo figures are releasing on November 3rd.
Sora.
Amiibo figures of Noah and Mio from the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game will be released as a set on January 19th, 2024. And finally, we have a new Amiibo figure to announce. The DLC fighter from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, is on the way. With the release of Sora, everyone is here from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in Amiibo form. Please look forward to its release next year.
Fucking show me this stupid ass game. With no patch.
That's all for today's Amiibo announcements.
Please.
Next, please take a look at this.
Okay, seriously, hearing the Smash music with no, like, you know there's gonna be no patch.
The first F-Zero game returns as a 99-player battle royale. Be careful. Your power meter will decrease if you crash into pilots or guardrails. If it hits 0, you're out. You'll need to avoid collisions and conserve your power meter to stay in the race.
This is cool though.
Feeling risky? Spend some of your power meter for a temporary speed boost. You can also collect super sparks, which appear when machines collide, to boost up to a special path
You
called
can
the
die.
Skyway. It's your best chance at bypassing your rivals and jumping into a higher position.
This is just an ego game.
Complete
What is
goals
going
while
on?
you're racing to unlock cosmetic options for your machine.
No way. Like, let me get into the top 1% type out game. This is insane. Look at this.
99 players, 1 winner. It's time to race your way to first place.
You're crazy.
Because F-Zero 99 will be available exclusively for active Nintendo Switch Online members later today.
More than 30 years after its original release, F-Zero is back as a battle royale game. This title also supports the Super NES controller available exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online
How much does that
members.
cost?
We hope you will give it a try and aim for first place. Okay, let's continue with some more headlines.
You got 12 minutes.
One little hero,
Yumi?
one
League of Legends,
humongous
Riot
problem.
Games, Yordles.
Welcome to Vandal City, a whimsical land inhabited by small, fuzzy beings called Yordles. After a party gets a little too wild, the portals holding the land together collapse and throw everything into chaos. It's up to you and your knitting magic to stitch Vandal City back together.
Okay.
Journey across the land to gather materials and craft items and meals for the locals. As you continue gathering and crafting, you can weave together new upgrades by unlocking more branches of the skill tree.
Okay.
Enchant your experience even further by embarking on
I just
quests and hosting festivals for the community. Can you save Vandal City? And what mysteries will you discover
Hi,
during your
Corky.
magical adventure? Vandal Tale, a League of Legends story, launches on Nintendo Switch
It's kinda
next
cute.
year.
But I'm gonna need to pick up the speed and stop waddling around.
Did you hear that?
But
Join best friends
Hi,
Nunu
Nunu.
and Willow
Willow?
on a
Yeah.
journey across the frozen wilds of the Freljord. Jump, climb, and sled your way through a
this
beautiful
actually
yet
is fun.
treacherous land, where every step taken and each puzzle solved will bring you closer to the truth about these friends and their past. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 1st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
okay.
Let's move into Formation.
A trip with these chumps doesn't feel like a prize.
Greetings! Welcome to the island. This tropical resort contains tons of micro games that'll get your body moving. In each micro game, you'll get into a specific pose called a form. Copy the form shown, then perform the correct action as quick as you can. The micro games will come one after another, so look alive. Plus, up to 4 players can battle it out in party mode. Reach the goal without getting caught by Medusa.
Freeze!
Or settle the score in an arena to be the last one posing. With over 200 lightning-fast micro games and multiplayer modes aplenty, everyone's in for a wacky time. WarioWare Move It launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 3rd.
I do like
Pre-orders are
WarioWare,
available
but
now on Nintendo eShop.
what am I feeling about this?
A heroic tale will soon unfold.
Fire Emblem.
Lead an army of over 100 heroes into battle and put an end to an empire's invasion. Meet Noah, a humble villager. Sane, an officer from the Empire. And Marissa, a forest guardian.
Okay, wait.
These 3
That's me.
band together to fight for a common goal. On their journey, they'll meet a variety of heroes who can join their cause. This is your home base, known
Wait, dude's
as the
cute.
headquarters.
The Yasuo
As
dude?
allies join you, additional facilities will become available. You'll be able to tend crops, open shops, and more. Each hero you encounter has their own backstory and motivation. They may not always get along at first, but these conflicts may strengthen the bonds between your heroes. Trust, betrayal, justice, and truth. A heroic tale will begin when Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes launches on Nintendo Switch, April 23rd.
And PC? Hopefully? Jeez.
Participate in some pixel-perfect play. Next stop, Octopia. Travel to a charming parallel world in this paid DLC for Eastward. Help Sam and John turn the pages of a new chapter as they adjust to country life in a mountainside village.
Poppy's eating. Hold on, wait.
Tend to livestock. Whip up culinary delights for your neighbors. And restore buildings to help the village thrive. And if you're new to Eastward, don't worry. You can access the DLC even if you haven't played the main story. Eastward Octopia ventures onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Why would you get the DLC if you haven't played the... Okay.
Get back into the groove. In this sequel to Wargroove, charge across 3 tactical campaigns with valiant factions, including a new Mousefolk faction, the Fari. Plus, you
Furries.
can now supercharge your commander's groove to unleash devastating attacks. Lead a roguelike offensive in conquest mode.
Yeah, I wonder still in the conversation too.
Battle friends locally or online. Or create and share your own cutscenes and campaigns. Wargroove 2 marches onto Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive October 5th.
Get out of my way!
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Dive dive and catch fish by day. Then serve them as sushi by night in the aquatic adventure, Dave the Diver.
Fate has brought us here.
Use the fish you've caught to concoct recipes and create the day's menu. Then tend to the clamoring customers at your sushi restaurant. Explore an ever-changing underwater world to find the best ingredients and strive to exceed culinary expectations. Dave the Diver launches first for consoles on the Nintendo Switch system October 26th. Pre-orders and a free demo swim onto Nintendo eShop later today.
Chloe, what do you have to say about this?
Finished?
The final wave is racing in. Here's a sneak peek at Wave 6,
yes!
the final wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. From the
That's
Mario
what I'm talking
Kart
about,
Wii game,
yes!
Daisy Circuit.
That's what I'm talking
More
about,
returning
Gateway.
characters are also being added in Wave 6.
Yeah,
From the Mario Kart Double Dash
Please
game,
be Pauline.
Diddy Kong. From Mario Kart
Okay,
Wii,
fine. All right.
Donkey
I mean, that's
Kong.
good too. Okay. I mean, not bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
From the Mario
Oh,
Kart
we
Tour
win!
game,
Wait, no way! Wait, no way! Yes, we all win!
Also, key check. Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game drives onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
What you got me?
Something new is among us.
You got me already, so I'm good. Among Us Island? The fungal? Okay.
This new map for Among Us is free and launches this October.
What did you think? Thanks for sticking with us this far. Next up, we'd like to recap some of the previously announced Nintendo titles you can look forward to playing from September onwards. Let's take a look.
Oh, wait. Okay, but Showtime. Okay, okay, this Showtime game. I seriously listen. I'm really happy about that. At least I'm happy about.
We hope you're looking forward to these upcoming titles.
One more.
This next video will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Please don't be Metroid. Please be Fire Emblem. Please be Fire Emblem. Please be Fire Emblem. Please be Fire Emblem. This is 1,000 Year Door, Paper Mario 64. I mean, okay, sure, whatever. That's nice. Sure. Okay, I'll take it. That's. I guess. What's the difference? different. Oh, we're bringing this back. Okay. You play as Bowser, that's nice.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, originally released on Nintendo GameCube, will return with enhanced graphics. Whether you played the original or have yet to play it, we hope you'll look forward to experiencing this adventure in a paper world starring Mario and friends. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Well, I mean... well, okay. No, I don't want to be a party pooper or anything, you know. That's not what I'm striving to do or anything, but, like, I don't know, like, I don't think that game is ugly enough for a remake, personally. Especially if you're not going to change too much. I think that the base game actually looks fantastic. I think the game looks outstanding already, even now in nowadays standards. So I guess for it to be released in HD, that's nice. I'm glad that the people who won't shut up about how Paper Mario won't go back to its origins will finally have a game that they have RPG elements in, which is so important, I guess. So that's nice. The updated soundtrack will be nice too. But even then, I'm kind of like, I feel like the original was already good enough. But okay. I mean, I just hope they add new characters and add new content to the game. Because otherwise, I'm like, maybe this is bad. Maybe this is bad, right? But kind of how I feel personally sometimes is if there's like an HD texture pack that I can play for a game like Paper Mario, or somebody like updates the mechanics or whatever in their own little thingy, I honestly would rather play that than a lot of these games being remade. You know what I mean? Is that just me? I don't know. Like $70 for an HD texture pack and a big reveal. I don't know. That's interesting. Like I guess the last time I played the Thousand-Year Door between now has been not enough time for me to like appreciate this as much. Like if you played this back in 2003 or whatever when it came out, then yeah, I played it like 3 years ago or something, like 3 or 4 years ago. So it's like, I guess for me, I'm not super jazzed about it. I don't know. What do you guys feel? We needed a Paper Mario All-Stars. You know, have we had something like this for 64 already, or did we just skip 64? Like the original one. Did we have something for the original one? Like an HD remake for the original one? No, seriously, have we? Oh, wait. We skipped 64? But that's the one that needs the remake. No! Oh, no! You could have did that to 64. I would have been excited. Oh no! Why did we skip 64? That's so weird. Oh, that's so weird. I don't get that. That's so interesting. Is it because we already have Nintendo Switch Online 64? Maybe that's why? No, I would have been much more excited for that. Oh, because it's really pixely and rough looking. Ah, man, that feels a little bad. I mean, okay, I guess. Well, I'm okay with the Thousand Year Door getting a remake. I mean, it'll be good for the people that haven't played it yet, because it is a fairly nice game. I remember, though, that there was a video that came out recently about how much backtracking is in the game. I didn't really watch it yet. We could actually watch it. How much time do we have? Yeah, actually, yeah, let's, if you guys would be willing, you can watch this video with me, talking about it, actually, because I'm a little interested. You know, overall, that the direct, though, Thousand Year Door. Let's see, okay, here it is. Overall, that direct, let's see, I'm really, really, really excited for Peach's game. Showtime sounds amazing, because I'm really, she's giving Barbie, and I love that. Like, I'm really excited about Showtime. That's probably the thing I'm most excited about. I'm happy for the Splatoon people. They're getting Portal. What else stood out? Trace Memory is nice for the people that liked it. Contra is interesting. I'm a little sad for the F-Zero people. Let's see. Wonder's on its way. I'm glad we didn't spend much time talking about that. Super Mario RPG is actually looking really good too. See, because you know what I mean? Like, when you remake a game like Super Mario RPG and you add like new elements and you're telling us about those new elements, I'm going to be really excited about it, right? Because not only does it look better, the playthrough is not going to be the same as it was when I was a kid, right? Because we have these triple attacks and stuff. So I'm really hoping that we're going to see that at some point. That'd be good. Like, I really need that from this Thousand Year Door announcement, because yeah. No, you're right. No, like, you meet a ghost boy who was murdered, and you have to help him figure out who murdered the child. Interesting. Is that what the Trace game is? Okay, yeah. Well, okay. It's nice that we're getting a Sora amiibo. That means that Smash might be getting an update, but I'm not sure. I swear to God, if it's literally just a amiibo patch, I am going to be so jaded, so upset, so unsatisfied. It's ridiculous. I am literally going to be like, there's no way they're going to turn on. They're going to go back to the Super Smash Bros. Studios, turn on the lights after they've been vacated from there for like 2 years, with cobwebs everywhere and roaches, like it's an Animal Crossing house that you haven't turned on in a year. Oh God, and there's weeds everywhere, and everything's all crickety and broke down, and they turn on the computer, and then they put in the Sora patch, and don't do anything else, and go like, well, wrap it up, people, and then turn the lights off, and leave. Oh my God. I'm gonna be really upset. I'm gonna be really, really upset. But hopefully we get a patch. Anything else? Yuden is a big deal because it's from the developers of Suikoden? Sure. Which got shut down. Oh, no, that sucks. Okay. Oh, and Mario Kart. Oh, perfect. We're getting Diddy, Funky, and Pauline, which is honestly the top 3 that people were requesting. I'm really happy about that. I'm genuinely very happy about those characters. And we got Daisy Circuit. To be honest with you, that makes me very joyful. To see Daisy Circuit, I'm not sure if this was already leaked or whatever because people were talking about it, but Daisy Circuit finally being here. They're never going to top this song, but... like... They're never going to top it, but... It's nice. It's actually nice to see it. I don't know what it is. But it hits the nostalgia. I don't know. Like, gays, come here. Like, what's so gay about Daisy Circuit? Because I feel like something about that is a little gay. I don't know, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird. You get it? You feel it? Am I the only one? It's something about it. I don't know. It just it makes the gay gene happy. I don't know what it is, but something about Daisy Circuit, it brings me joy. I love it, so it's nice to see it. But okay, yeah, I'm super happy about Pauline and Funky. And the Diddy people. People kind of thought that Diddy was just kind of like not going to be allowed anymore, but it's nice to see it. And Beat Chat. I hope they're dog shit. But I am excited about that. So anyway, so overall, I'm gonna give the Direct maybe 7.5? 7? Given Directs usually have a bunch of games that are kind of unsatisfying, right? And how satisfied I was with like a couple of those games, I might even give it an 8. Because there's never gonna be a Direct. Like what makes a 10 out of 10 Direct, right? Like what actually makes a 10 out of 10 Direct? Does that mean they're gonna release banger after banger after banger after banger, right? Games for everybody? Like, I don't know. I am excited about a couple things though. And a little mild about a couple of things. So yeah, I'll give it like a 7. April 2015 Nintendo Direct. Okay. Is there a reason why? Yeah, I don't even know what makes a 10 out of 10 Direct for me. Like, it's so weird to gauge. I guess it's just like based on like initial impressions. Anyway. 7 out of 10 Direct. So fucking excited about Showtime. Very happy that everyone wins with Funky, Diddy, and Pauline, and MK8D, and fucking Daisy Circuit. Let's see. Anything else? Glad that RPG Remake not only has updated graphics, but also new mechanics and a boss rush. Let's see, anything else? Well, you know, and updated. What is it called? Boss Gauntlet? What would you call it? That's not a boss rush. It's a boss, what? Boss rematching? Boss, what do you call it? Boss, an updated boss battle, sure. And boss rematches. Okay. What? Anything else? Contra was neat too. Not bad. Okay, let's watch this video.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is one of the crown jewels of the Nintendo GameCube. It's a game with terrific writing, a memorable cast of endearing characters, and an engaging combat system that places it rightfully in the conversation as one of the greatest RPG games of all time. There's a reason that each Paper Mario game that has been released since TTYD has been met with criticism for not returning to the formula that Thousand-Year Door brilliantly refined.
Okay.
Though not every one of those sequels deserved the blowback they got, if you've played Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, you likely understand why fans have been so—
Oh my god, we saw this scene in HD 2 seconds ago.
confused as to why Nintendo seemingly abandoned a formula that netted them so much commercial and critical acclaim. A game this beloved does not come around very often, and even now, the fact that it never got a true direct sequel is somewhat puzzling. Still, its impact is undeniable, as Thousand Year Door feels more relevant.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I honestly thought like a sequel, but like an HD remake. That's so like question mark to me. You know, that's so question mark to me because it's like, what about one? You skipped the first game, and two, like the game is so solid on its own. It doesn't need a remake. I'm like, why didn't I just get 2 games? Like, come on.
And popular.
Actually, let me mention that on my tweet real quick. Very confused about Thousand Year Door HD because I honestly believe that game is absolutely like acceptable. Absolutely, it's that game has not aged poorly at all. And if anything, needed a follow-up, or a sequel. I really hope that similar to the let's see, RPG remake or remake, that they add new elements to the game, because really 64 needed the HD much more. Interesting. Okay. Anyway.
Now than it has in 15 years, thanks to consistent positive online discourse about the game and phenomenal love letter releases like Bug Fables: The Everlasting Sapling. Recently, I played Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door inspired by my most recent Bug Fables playthrough.
Does this need an HD remake? Look at it! It looks perfectly fine!
And despite thoroughly enjoying my time re-experiencing the adventures of Rogueport, I came away with a new perspective on one of the game's biggest flaws. It had never occurred to me until I started looking at games critically, maybe as a credit to TTYD's immersive atmosphere and story, how often The Thousand Year Door requires you to backtrack. Though it's certainly more noticeable in some chapters more than others, it's a problem that persists throughout the game and generally feels like unnecessary padding when it happens. Now, I understand that any RPG is going to come with its fair share of backtracking, but that's generally because of its side quests, post-game content, and other non-story related gameplay. In these cases, backtracking is usually not an issue unless you're going for 100% completion, but in TTYD's case, the backtracking is interwoven into nearly every chapter, as well as the many side quests in the Trouble Center. However, backtracking is not inherently a bad thing, as we can see in all the beautifully crafted Metroidvanias that are defined by the mechanic. As a tool, it can make learning the layout of the game's world easier, allowing games to do more with less. In fact, when executed well, some of the most rewarding moments in gaming can be returning to an area you've already visited to discover a new secret or to appreciate just how powerful you've become. So what makes backtracking a negative experience, and does Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door's backtracking fall into that category? More importantly, how big of an impact does this ultimately have on the experience of TTYD?
I can already have an idea of where this video is going to go, given his intro to it, but we'll see.
To start answering these questions,
I have an idea. I feel like he's going to be like, well, it's not a big deal because it feels interwoven into the story, but we'll see.
I think we first have to establish exactly what bad backtracking is. Though I wish there was a universal definition for the concept, if discussing Banjo-Tooie has taught me anything, it's that backtracking is a very subjective topic. The way I define bad backtracking is any boring, tedious, or repetitive gameplay that sees you revisit an area without adding anything of value or substance to that part of the game. Obviously, it goes without saying that what I find boring or tedious may not be what someone else finds boring or tedious, so feel free to make your own opinions. But with that definition in mind, let's take a look at some of the more prominent examples of backtracking in Thousand Year Door to see how they affect the game. The first moment in Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door where I became aware that I was retracing my steps multiple times was during Chapter 2's Boggly Woods section. Before you are able to enter the Boggly Tree and grab the second crystal star, you must first locate a lost necklace from Madame Flurry, whose help you'll need to locate the tree's entrance. After the initial trek to Flurry's house to start the search, it requires Mario to journey all the way from her house on the far right of Boggly Woods to just before its entrance on the far left, and back again before the Ghostly Diva will join your party. From there, Mario must head back to the Boggly Tree once again, before progressing into Chapter 2's second half. Truthfully, this isn't really bad compared to what we see in later chapters in the game. That's because there are only 5 screens to traverse across, and only 2 of them have enemies to encounter. While it wasn't necessary for the Shadow Sirens to be on the other side of the map, as they could have easily caught up with Mario outside Flurry's house, the developers at least reward you with a boss fight and a new partner for your efforts.
Okay.
Additionally, avoiding combat is made easy, as there is plenty of space in each room for you to dodge the sneaky ambushes of the Clefs and Dark Puffs, which prevents you from getting caught up in unnecessary combats as you repeatedly crisscross all of Boggly Woods. All in all, it doesn't take too long to get through Chapter 2's backtracking, and because you are consistently rewarded along the way, the fact that you must retrace your steps several times is largely forgivable.
Okay, sure, yeah,
Next,
not bad.
after enjoying a fairly straightforward Chapter 3 up in the floating city of Blitzville, the game then progresses to Chapter 4, where Mario takes a trip to Twilight Town in search of his next Crystal Star. Up to this point in Thousand Year Door, the backtracking has been harmlessly negligible, and aside from the brief moment in Chapter 2 we just discussed, the prologue and first 3 chapters have flowed with no interruptions or noticeable hiccups. I believe this is a large reason TTYD is not remembered for its backtracking, because your impression of the game has likely been—
Bro, why is this one getting the remake and not 64? That's so weird! It's killing me!
Before things
What?
get bad in the middle chapters. Along with the passage of time, it's easy to forget how repetitive later sections can be, unless it's something egregious like Chapter 7's General White Quest, which we'll touch more on shortly. In the meantime, Mario is now heading into Twilight Town for Chapter 4, which is the worst offender of senseless backtracking in TTYD. Of all the chapters in Thousand Year Door, For Pigs the Bell Tolls has by far the most instances of backtracking, and the first example happens before the chapter even technically begins. Mario and pals must locate the pipe that connects Rogueport to Twilight Town, but when they find the pipe they are looking for, they're unable to use it. With no clues to help you out, you return to Professor Frankly's place, where he instructs you to locate an inhabitant of Twilight Town named Darkly, who will help Mario out. After speaking with Darkly, who writes Mario's name on his clothing to grant him access to the pipe, Mario can then finally progress to Chapter 4. Once the chapter begins, things only get worse as Mario begins to investigate the strange occurrences happening in town. After speaking to the mayor to get a grasp on the situation, Mario attempts to leave to find the monster responsible, only to be stopped by a guard who informs him he needs the mayor's permission.
Okay.
After returning to the mayor, we find that he's been transformed into a pig, at which point we return to the guard. He still won't let us through, and eventually, after a quick visit to the shop in town, he is also turned into a pig, opening the way. From here, we must navigate 3 screens to a room with a fallen tree where we find the storeroom key before returning to the shop to get our next paper transformation. Hopefully you stopped at the shack outside town to pick up the cursed chest key, otherwise you'll have to leave the shop to go find it again. Assuming the black key was picked up along the way, Mario can now finally make it to the creepy steeple with his new paper tube ability. Thankfully, once we make it to the steeple, there's a bit to do before encountering Dupless, who steals our identity and escapes back to town. Obviously needing his body back, Mario gives chase to the ghost, which has him retrace his steps through 7 screens before he finally catches up. Unable to deal any damage, Mario takes shelter in town where he befriends Vivian, whose nifty ability he uses to expose Dupless's secret. This of course means slogging all the way to the creepy steeple and
oh shit, oh my god, hello?
Journey that features the same rooms and enemies we've seen all chapter. At this point, Mario is able to finally hurt Dupless and chase him back to the creepy steeple, another 7-screen trip, before the final fight that ends the chapter. If it seems like I just described the entirety of Chapter 4, it's because I did. Astonishingly, For Pigs the Bell Tolls makes you backtrack from before the chapter even begins until its closing moments. This is absurdly egregious, regardless of how distinct and unique the storytelling of Chapter 4 is, and is a large reason why I personally have a distaste for Twilight Town. It truly is a shame because Twilight Town has an interesting and unique aesthetic that I wish wasn't associated with the chapter's subpar gameplay. One of the key differences between Chapter 2's backtracking that we discussed earlier and what we see here in Twilight Town is the ease in which you can avoid combat. Boggly Woods provided ample space to dodge enemies, which is a luxury not extended to the path to the creepy
Aesthetic, yeah, I heard that.
Specifically, this one area that requires your paper-thin ability to squeeze through comes to mind because of how difficult it is to avoid the crazy daisies surrounding it. Unlike the enemies in Chapter 2, these crazy daisy fights can turn into a huge time sink. The worst of these scenarios is when an Amazy Daisy spawns as well, forcing you to strategize how to take advantage of this rare opportunity, only for the Amazy Daisy to run off leaving you with nothing but shattered dreams. It goes without saying that you could always just run away from these battles, but even then the time it takes to escape these fights add up as you constantly go from town to Steeple and back again. Another element that amplifies the differences from Chapter 2's backtracking is the increase in the number of screens Mario must traverse.
Have I played this? Yes.
4. Boggly Woods had far less backtracking in general, but it also had far fewer screens, which made going back and forth forgivable. Chapter 4, on the other hand, has 11 required screens, with 3 being the lowest amount of times that you will go through any of them. At minimum, Mario will have to go through these 11 rooms a total of 50 plus times when all is said and done, with certain sections hitting 7 required pass-throughs to finish Chapter 4. This negatively highlights the repetitiveness of the chapter and speaks to the linearity of Thousand Year Door's level design. However, much like backtracking itself, linearity isn't inherently a bad design choice as long as it is kept interesting. Unfortunately, Chapter 4 fails to do this by only rewarding the player with new content once they've reached their destination, making the journey to get there feel like a chore. Despite gaining a new partner during this section, nothing is altered along the path to the steeple to utilize Vivian's ability. Even something simple like moving the birds you must eavesdrop in town to the forest path would have given players something new to do as they go back over their steps. Without any additions though, everything in between the town and steeple feels like an inconvenience, giving players no incentive to experiment or explore. This is the core of what makes most of the backtracking in Thousand Year Door so frustrating.
I gotta be scared.
Mind watching it, but it just feels like there should have been a faster way to get to the door, considering you must do this 8 times. Like I said, this is definitely a little nitpicky, but helps to put into context why even if you can forgive some of the early chapters backtracking, in the end it becomes one of the most grating aspects about TTYD.
Okay.
Earlier, I asked a question. How big of an impact does backtracking ultimately have on the experience of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door? With all that we've discussed, I think it would be disingenuous to say that I didn't think TTYD's backtracking hurt its overall quality, but surprisingly, I don't think it has a major negative impact on.
Oh, yep. Okay. when you introduce the game like that, it's so funny. Like when you introduce the game the way he did, oh, huh, crazy. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, let's play some Scarlet and Violet. Let me get this up.